My name is Sky. I'm 18. I remember having to be an adult that really shouldn't have to be done when you're a kid, but I remember having to take food from school just to bring home to my siblings and obviously for my mom, but I would always be the adult in the house. I remember being very quiet. It just was something new. Her having to go from fun aunt to mom and putting down those rules, and it was just something that I wasn't quite used to yet. And I know I put both of my parents through the test, but I think that was just only me being worried that they weren't gonna want me, and so I would always constantly test them.
Hi, my name is Kim. I didn't think after raising two boys that I would have a daughter. Growing up, my mom and I did not have the best relationship. So there was a lot of fear. And I even expressed that to our caseworker at Child Crisis. I'm scared that I'm going to treat her like my mom did. I'm scared I'm not going to understand. I'm not going to know how to meet her where she's at. Of course, we failed forward together, but the universe unfolds as it should. And when she stumbles, all we can do is let her make her mistakes and make sure we're there to support her.
They always put it out there that if I need anything, if I need to talk to anybody, let them know and they'll find that help.
I remember Sky telling me stories about being left home alone for days at a time to take care of a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. And she was 6, making them food. And I remember one thing that broke my heart was when we were driving and there was a mom and her 2 kids with a sign on the side of the road. And she said, "I sure don't miss doing that." And that broke my heart. That broke me. I was like, okay, we're gonna make sure that never happens again. When we were going through the foster process and before we adopted, Child Crisis provided us with care, with resources, with education, and also support for Sky in a time when we were financially struggling, we were emotionally struggling, but Child Crisis was there in a way that helped us to become parents. It was personal. The support that they gave us was a huge factor in our successful relationship building with Sky. When we found out that Mom had signed over her parental rights, we sat down and had a talk with her, and we put the options on the table and we let her be a part of that decision. She was happy to be a Sorensen. She was happy to call us Mom and Dad. So that made us feel great that she wanted us to be her mom and dad.
I know I didn't make it easy on them, but I wish I could give them the world back because I'm beyond grateful and thankful for what they have done, and I'm just happy.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Richard, and we're Nicholas's parents.
He was taken to the NICU, and we were told that he could be up in there for 2+ months. But the very next day, he was breathing on his own, and he was eating. He was so strong. It was so hard. I wanted to see him grow, and when they're that young, they are changing every single day. So it was such a struggle, and I was scared. I couldn't look after my baby. I couldn't be a mom.
We were told at Early Head Start, it was a program to help support families. It wasn't just like a daycare, it was a place for him to get like full family support. And that's when we started at the very beginning. And we were having somebody come to the house and to help us set family goals and find ways to meet our goals as a family.
Our family support specialist was amazing. She would come in every week and show us activities we can do with Nicholas, and because he was delayed with his physical movement, she helped us find ways to really help him grow and strengthen his body and show him how he can move. They helped him physically, they helped emotionally, cognitively, every aspect. They really look at the whole child.
Yeah, they helped us a ton. With all the extra concerns we had, we were, of course, really scared to leave him with anybody. So it was really important for us to find people that would really care for him like he was one of their own.
They really are the extra family that we didn't have to help us. I'd recommend it to anybody, to everybody.
Yeah, it's a huge help, and not just help with the child, and not just a place for them to stay during the day while you're at work, but a full family support, which is a huge help, especially if you've got some struggles at home like we did.
They say it takes a village to raise a child, and they were our village.
Hi, my name is Denise, and I am the mother of Richard. I have always taken care of kids pretty much all my life. And then I had an empty nest. And I thought, what could I do to help out? And I thought, well, let me try foster care. So Richard was 4, and I knew he was living in a home where they were like selling drugs. And so he was used to living that way. But then I think he ingested something and the ambulance had to be called. And so that's how everything happened. When I first got him, he was still visiting Dad. He was gonna be reunified, and then the visits got less and less and then none. He didn't trust for a long time. He's not the touchy-feely, I'm real affectionate, he's not. But when he's manipulating you and he wants something, can I hug you? So I had to teach him, no, that's not how you get things. You just ask. You don't need to pay for what you're getting. You just need to ask. As the years went on, because a whole year before he trusted that I was someone that he could trust. And one day we were sitting in a room, we're reading a book, and he just walked up and laid his head on my chest like, I just need a hug. And I was like, oh my God, Richard. And I really think that's the day that we connected, like, oh, I love him, So it took about a year. DCS knocks on the door and says, oh, we need you to have Richard's things ready. He's gonna be moved. I said, moved where? Now this is 2 years in, to adoptive home. And that's when it happened. I was like, okay, no. I could not let him go somewhere else. Oh my God, I could only imagine how he would regress. And I was like, oh no, how can I be the adoptive home, And from that point on, that's when it changed, and it took all of a month, I want to say, from that point to adoption. I did ask him, I said, do you want to stay here with me like forever? He said, yes. He said, why? And where else would I go? You want me to be your mom? And he says, yes. And I said, okay, we're going to make that happen. I teared up. I really did. I was like, oh my God, yeah, what else would I do with this little boy? I am so glad that we did what we did with the adoption, because I just don't know where he would be, It's like, gosh, I put in so much work with this kid, and he's come so far, and even with trusting people and things like that, but it feels good that I don't have to send him home. He's home. He is home.